Welcome back, true believers, to another Spider-Man PS4 related video, and today I'm going to be talking about if we will see or not see the origin story of Spider-Man / Peter Parker in the game. So, two things. One, I don't mean that the game will be an origin story, because it has been confirmed by Insomniac Games that Spider-Man in Spider-Man PS4 has been Spider-Man for a while now. He's been, he knows, he's older, he's in his career, he knows exactly what he's doing, he's been the hero that New York needs for a long time now, and he's mastered his skills. He's a very masterful Spider-Man. That's a direct quote from Insomniac Games, and he knows exactly how to do the things he's doing as the hero that he has become in the game. So I'm not saying that the game is an origin story, because the game has already shown that Spider-Man is a pro at what he's doing. So I think that he is going to basically be the hero that he already is, and we don't need any background on it. But that doesn't mean that we still can't possibly see or have references of the origin of Peter Parker / Spider-Man, as shown in Insomniac's previous two games, in Sunset Overdrive and Ratchet & Clank, on PS4. So Ratchet & Clank on PS4 is basically a retelling of the first Ratchet & Clank game to come out on PS2. And that was kind of like an origin story, but it just shows like Ratchet's a hero, and so is Clank, and he's teaming up with the Galactic Rangers. And then it took like a split second for that to be introduced, and then he's just a Galactic Ranger. Even though it was the first game, but I guess you could consider that game as an origin story. Same thing with Sunset Overdrive as well, if you guys remember Sunset Overdrive. A retelling of an origin story of like, oh, there's this epidemic, and you're this guy or girl, and you could run around this city and fight these monsters and stuff. So it could happen. I think mainly what will happen is that since Insomniac is going with a really deep narrative story for this game, I think that the most likely thing that will happen is that we will see either a flashback or a reference to Uncle Ben and his death, and Peter Parker trying to go after Uncle Ben's murderer, Uncle Ben's killer, I mean. So, something like that will happen in the game. I think that would be kind of a wasted opportunity to squander that opportunity if Insomniac Games were to do that, or not do it. It's fine, because like some of the greatest Spider-Man games, like Web of Shadows and Ultimate Spider-Man, they didn't even mention at all Uncle Ben. They didn't even say his name or bring up like anything. They just showed Peter got bit by the spider, and then he's Spider-Man in Ultimate Spider-Man, like the first 2 seconds of the game in the cutscenes. So with this, I really don't know. I mean, they've had 2 games already that have come out in the last 3 years that are like origin / first time stories. Like, oh, it's your first time fighting off against these monsters in Sunset City and Sunset Overdrive. Oh, this is the origin story of Ratchet and Clank and how these two became best friends and how they went on to save the galaxy numerous times. And with Spider-Man, it's like, again, he's a hero. He's already been Spider-Man for a while. He's saved tons of people already. He's already masterful at what he does and who he is. But again, the dialogue in the trailer could boost the story if they did show Uncle Ben's death. People see me and they think they're safer, but it's not really me they're seeing. Peter Parker's talking about how he is not being seen as a hero, how Peter is not being seen as a hero. And the backstory of Peter and Uncle Ben, and how Uncle Ben teaches him with great power comes great responsibility, could be a really a real narrative boost in the story. And people kind of rag on Insomniac Games for not being good storytellers. They're just really good at being game developers, which is what they are. They are game developers. So story is a big part of a game, I get it, but the main thing they are there for is the game, which you can clearly see in the trailer, and that's why they're teaming up with Marvel, the company who will help them with the story. So if anything, if Insomniac won't do it, Marvel might have like a little influential type of boost to really get the message across and have a really impactful story for Spider-Man that we can see in this game. And even in Batman Arkham Asylum, we got the origin of Batman. Again, like, Batman's just walking around trying to hunt down Scarecrow in the asylum, and then the fear gas gets in his mind, and then he just slowly starts seeing the hallways of Arkham turn into the alleyway near Monarch Theater and seeing his parents shot, and then we even get to play like 5 seconds of little Bruce walking until we fight Scarecrow for the first time in the game. So, you know, something like that could be happening in this game. We don't know. We haven't seen anything or heard anything since that trailer came out. These are just my thoughts and speculations, everyone. Let me know what your thoughts are on this subject matter. We've hit 100 subscribers. Thank you all so, so much. I'm going to be making another video dedicating it to all of you guys who think of watching, of liking the video, of just staying tuned, of commenting in the videos. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, True Believers, tune in next time, and peace out.